Alright, welcome. So this video is you will feel the relief instantly if you would just get out of your head. So in this video I'm going to cover why overthinking and being stuck in your head is the cause of most suffering for human beings, and then how we can actually overcome this through things like meditation, so on and so forth. So before we actually start this video, for anyone who is new to self-improvement or just wants help progressing each of the steps on self-improvement, you can go ahead and click that first link in the description. It'll take you to my Academy of Self-Mastery Early Access program. So inside of there, I'm going to be teaching you guys all of the self-improvement tools and then exactly how you can implement them into your lifestyle to optimize for your specific goals. So if that's what you're interested in, you can go ahead and click that top link. If you don't care about that, continue watching as we will talk about how to actually get out of your head, and why being in your head is really the cause of most suffering in general. So that's where we're going to start, why being in our heads is the cause of our suffering. So the reason I say this is because when we are overthinking, right, when we are thinking about either the future or the past, we are thinking about hypotheticals, right, theories, things that don't really exist. We are reflecting upon memories of the past, which obviously the past does not exist anymore. The past no longer exists. The past is, for us, the only reason the past it still exists is because it has conditioned us a certain way to act a certain way in which recreates that past scenario, and so we become identified with our past. But in reality, the past isn't real, right? It's not part of the now moment. It is brought into the now by our minds, by our brains. So we are bringing either negative or positive events from the past into the present moment, and then we are projecting those things into our future. And so we're either observing a projected future or a conditioned past, and never able to be truly present, right? And so our brains begin to loop on these different ideas of what the future might be, and this is what causes anxiety. This is what causes stress, overthinking. All of these things are caused by the fact that we are constantly reflecting on our past and trying to project it into the future in order to predict what is going to happen next. But our brains do this naturally, right? This is a natural process of our brains to do this. So for us as the conscious being, we are responsible for either allowing ourselves to become tied up in this loop of thought or to become in control of it and directing it specifically to where we want to go. And so this is where things like meditation comes in. It'll teach us how to actually direct our mental energy in a specific way that can allow us to break out of this loop of overthinking and allow our brains to just do their job while we are able to be present and fixated on this moment or whatever it is we need to progress in, as well as the ability to direct the mind's energy specifically to what we want to be thinking about, to create the future that we want to create. And so our brains are deeply overstimulated by all of the information that we're taking in from the fact that we're constantly overthinking, and this is what it's doing. It's looping on all of these incomplete thoughts. That's what overthinking is. You have so many incomplete thoughts that your brain can't possibly handle them all, and so it's basically just become chaotic trying to deal with all of that built up work. And so you basically just have all these incomplete thoughts, all of this information that you haven't been able to tie to something in your life yet, and therefore either confirm nor deny. And all of these unknowns in your brain are causing a level of stress. And that's what all of this overthinking and overstimulation is. So the reason you'll feel instant relief when you stop thinking so much and become totally present is because in the present moment, you'll be able to dissolve and release all of this built up energy, all of these incomplete thoughts, all of this information that is really useless, but your brain hasn't been able to deem as useless yet because it hasn't processed it all. So by being totally present, we're able to actually process 100% of this information, and therefore we stop feeling this intense level of stress and anxiety in our brains and our bodies, and that will give us this sense of total relief. We'll be able to finally relax again. And that's key, is finally being able to properly relax again. So meditation is our key to training the skill of presence. So we use meditation as a means of training this skill of presence, and training our ability to be in the present moment. It teaches us to observe the mind and its thought processes and its different distractions, and then redirect it back to the present moment, redirect our attention back to the present moment, and keep it fixated there for longer periods of time. And so practicing meditation over time will allow you to release all of this built up energy, all of this pent up mental energy and information in your brain that hasn't been fully processed. And therefore you'll be able to feel some sense of peace and relief as you finally become present and just fully within this present moment. And within this present moment, most of the problems that we face as human beings don't even exist. And so that is the beauty of meditation, of presence, and of this whole process, is that to relieve a lot of the suffering that we face, all we need is to actually become present. So that is all I have for this video. I know my videos have been a little bit shorter lately. We're trying a different style. You guys can let me know what you think. But I feel like the shorter videos with more concise information are a little bit better. And then, of course, I will be going deep into certain topics as much as possible. But the frequency might be more like once a week for those longer form, deeper style videos, than all 3 videos a week being, long guide style videos. I feel like these concise topics with just very clear, very structured information, or very clear, very concise information can be better for consumption purposes and just getting a quick note. Whereas I do like the structured and deeper content as well. So we're going to do a little mix of both. So for any athletes or entrepreneurs who want to achieve their goals faster and easier through self-improvement tactics, through these different tools, you can go ahead and click the second link in my description. That'll be my Instagram. You can just send me a quick DM over there, and we will be able to discuss getting you into my mentorship program. I'm currently taking clients for a fitness program, and also to optimize your productivity and lifestyle to make the most progress possible. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click that link in the description. But aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and make sure to comment down below anything you might have learned from this video. I always like to see what you guys have to say. And if you want to see more content like this, press the subscribe button. But aside from that, that's all I got for this one, and I'm out of here. Peace.